welcome to Foam Rollerama. It's me, Viv. It's me, Viv. Get your foam rollers, get settled, and get ready. So, welcome to class. It's the Thursday Foam Rollerama class. My name is Vivian. This class is roughly 30 minutes long, and today we're using the full-length foam roller. There are many variations and many styles and many purposes for foam rollers. Today we're using the standard, one of the original foam rollers, and using a Pilates-based exercise approach. A Pilates-based exercise approach. I did say what I meant to say. We're going to begin with a little bit of a warm-up. So sitting up nice and tall. I'm talking fast because I'm excited. Let's get excited. Inhale. Now I'm going to exhale and simply nod my head down and close my ribs in, and my head begins to dive. My whole spine is made a C curve. Now, starting from my fingertips, I'm pushing the roller as my head continues to dive down, forehead toward the floor. Stay for a moment and see if you can't lengthen out those arms, long arms, just another 1/4 inch. Begin to come back. As you come back, your hip bones and your butt bones are planting on the mat, and your head is the last thing to arrive. We'll do that one more time. Start by nodding your head down, pulling your ribs in. Imagine your body is folding, like if you could fold a mattress or fold like a sandwich. Kind of stiff and kind of challenging, but you can force it to fold. Come back slowly and feel your butt bones anchoring and every vertebrae stacking one on top of the other, and here you are. We've done 2 forward. Let's do 2 sideways. It doesn't matter exactly how you manipulate the roller, just let it roll and you bend sideways. Return upright. We'll repeat the same exercise. Make sure you're sitting up tall. Come up and over as if you would if you were doing a cartwheel. Come up and return. Now this time, we'll come up and over. Feel for that stretch down the side of your body. Make a minor adjustment with your roller so that both of your hands can arrive on top. Keep your head low and push the roller back and forth. Push the roller several times. Push. Feel the dramatic stretch, down the side of your body, right from near the armpits down past the low back. Now, you can come back upright. Move the roller to the other side. We did 2 simple stretches sideways, keeping your hips grounded, reach, and then return. Let's go again. As you come up and over, your spine is bending sideways. You're stretching all of the muscles and connective tissues down the side of your body. Here's the return. This one is the last one. Go sideways. Then make a minor adjustment with your roller. Use both hands and arms. Push and pull. Keep your head down so you're not bobbing. Don't bob up and down. Keep your head down. Push with long, extending arms. Reach. And then you can come on back. Now I'm going to leave the roller here, but place my hands back behind me. Over-exaggerate, expand across the chest. When you relax or collapse, your abdominals have fallen in and your chest is also caved in. Then, on your inhale, exaggerate how much lift and how much width can you create in the chest. As you exhale, rounding, so my spine is rounded, my neck is rounded, and my shoulders have rounded forward. Once more, breathe in and over-exaggerate the expansion of the chest, and, I'm in a back bend, a little bit of an arc in my back. Ooh, all right, come on up to seated. Today we're going to begin with the foam roller near the end of the mat where my ankles or my Achilles tendon, mostly my ankles near the bottom half of the calves, are on top of the roller. Organize your butt bones and your clothing and sit up nice and tall with active straight legs. Pull your abdominals in. We're going to roll all the way down, starting right out of the gates with roll down and roll up. Your arms will stretch way back over your head. Inhale. Arms lifting, head lifting, and you're exhaling. And reach long. Reach beyond your feet. Inhale. Coming back, you'll leave your head down, leave your legs long, and rise softly. Here's the inhale. Using your exhale, begin arms, head, shoulders, and exhale. Stay very heavily crunched in the abdomen and reach. Come back and once more, very curved, C curve, and arrive. As you exhale, rolling up. Now this time you'll reach forward. Just keep reaching, just like you did before. Come up to seated and sit up nice and tall. Knees bent and feet flat, and grab your roller. Try to keep your feet flat and rounding back, holding onto the roller. Your arms are open. The length of the roller is about 36 inches. Inhale. Arms lifting, head lifting, roll it. Keeping your feet planted as best you can. I mean, they don't have to be heavily planted. They just need to stay down. All right, inhale. As you exhale, rolling up. Now the foam roller is not really designed for this. It's not so you can carry it around, but in a moment we'll place it somewhere. On this exhale, rolling up, and get to a place where your abdominals are on hold and your body is in a C curve, not too heavy. Lift one leg and then down. Now I'm lifting my bent knee so my shins will come up. My shins are coming up, and soon my shins will come up to hold my roller. Here's leg number one, stop. This is leg number two, stop. Place the roller on top. You can let it sit in the crook of your ankles. Here we go backward, one vertebrae at a time. Ooh, I was a little crooked there. Roll up. Now your job is to leave the roller floating in midair. It should not be that you are kicking your legs or thrusting the roller. Roll up. Use your abdominals and try to remember what you remember about physics, maybe in high school. Leave your legs over there. They are your counterbalance. Leave your legs over there, and when you arrive, the legs are there for you. Place the ribs on the floor for the hundreds, just the ribs, while keeping the foam roller steady. Inhale, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. Breathe in through your nose and the mouth. Inhale with 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Notice where the roller is. 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. The thighs go away. 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep your back heavy. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5. Heads up. 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, you can. 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Holding on to the roller for a moment, you're going to keep the roller pressed against your knee when you heel tap, and then wait for the leg to return. Both knees should make contact with the roller before you send the other leg down. This is still heel taps, no matter how you slice it. It's still heel, tap the floor, and return. Keep pushing your hands against the roller and create resistance. The leg that is up is pushing against the roller as well. Both that leg and both the arms are pushing into the roller. Continue the heel taps today with your head in the lifted position. Scoop your abdominals in intentionally, like really seriously. Do what you need to do to pull your abs in and continue while actively pushing against the roller. Can you feel like an additional intensity in the abs? You can just yell into the camera. I'll hear you. Yes! All right, so 4 more. 3 more. Oh my. 2 more. And here is your last one. Head down and rest. Now, I'm going to do rollover, and the foam roller is in the way. So, to get it out of the way, I'll place my foam roller on this side of my head. Hopefully, it won't roll away. Rollover. As you exhale, you know what I like to say, pull your pants up. And then let those legs get heavier and heavier.
You may be lucky enough, just so lucky, that your toes or the leg might find the roller. Don't kick it away. Take your time slowly rolling down. It's a slow roll. Now that first roll over was generic. This time we'll get creative. Roll over. Now, if you're bendy and you can stay here with no arms, you can grab your roller. Just hold on to the roller and just hold on to the roller as your legs come down slowly. No choreography for the roller. Just hold the roller. We'll go one more time. Roll over. Woohoo! My legs are still heavy and my toes, actually my ankle, is hitting the foam roller. I think you got it. Can you get your legs on the inside of the roller? And if not, don't worry. My foam roller is behind my knees. When I roll down, my head will come up. When I roll down, my head will come up. Keeping the roller where it is, don't lose it. Continue into what would be, there we go, the teaser when you arrive. Come with me. Inhale. Oh yeah, I'm holding on to the roller, believe me. Inhale. Holy mackerel. Just one more. Inhale. Aha. And I can say, I did it. You can put your legs down and by any means, get the roller behind you. Sometimes I'd like to lift and just get the roller back because we're going to sit on it. Sit on it. Once you get your legs extended in front of you, feel for your butt bones embedding into the roller. Separate your feet about as wide as the mat, not much wider. Inhale. Turn toward me like a helicopter and stay really open and broad across your chest. Inhale to the other side. Leave your legs stationary when you rotate. Inhale again. Leave your legs stationary. Sometimes when I'm paying more attention to the camera, my legs start dancing. Inhale. No dancing legs. Rotate. Inhale, center. Listen. Reach beyond your foot. You've done this before. 3, 2, 1. Remember, it's not really a bounce, bounce, bounce. It's a reach, reach. Here's 3, 2, 1. Coming to center once more on each side. Don't discard the arm behind you. 2, 1. Here's the last one on this side. Here's 3, 2, 1. As I come down off the roller, I still need a little bit of room, so I'll move my roller back a little bit. We'll do the introductory version with knees bent and feet flat. Your option, hands on the roller. Now, if you've had any issues with carpal tunnel, or if you've ever broken your wrist before, I might not suggest that you use the roller. I might suggest your hands go on the floor. Please decide what's best for you. Inhale. On your exhale, your arms, your powerful arms have launched you off the floor. Now your powerful butt is supposed to lift. Ooh, this feels pretty good on the roller. Or not. It's up to you. Clench the buttocks. Inhale. Take your time as you come down. Now, I'm landing on the floor, hint, hint, because next time I'll land somewhere else. Here's inhale. On your exhale, launch, and then levitate and level off. Level as best you can. Inhale. When coming down, straighten the legs. Your butt will go onto the roller. What? Onto the roller. Now, you have to have long arms, and don't tell me your arms aren't long enough. Just try, okay? Just try. So here I am now with straight legs, and I'm sitting on the roller, and my hands are also pressed down. Inhale. On the launch, exhale and continue pressing the feet heavily. Dig down through your heels. Clench your buttocks and get yourself up. Now, as I come back, I will let my rear end glide right over the roller. Right over. I am not seated. My knees will bend. My hips will thrust forward. Arrive at your highest or flattest position. Once again, my hips will swing low right over the roller. I can do one more. I I've arrived at feet flat. Firmly press into your feet, clench your buttocks, and lift. I will pass the foam roller for this very, very last time over the roller, and then sit down. Now we did 3, so that was pretty challenging. If you weren't able to make 3, but you did 1 and then another, well, I applaud you for that. Let's move on. Placing the foam roller now down the middle of the mat, we'll explore some of my favorite Pilates exercises on the roller. Have a seat at the absolute end. And I like to say that word a number of times, absolute. Be sure to sit at the absolute end of the foam roller. Take me seriously and hear it again. Absolutely, the end of the foam roller. As you pull your abdominals in, you pulled your abs in, stop looking at the camera. Look straight forward past your knees. Arrive with finesse. You're going to thank me. Your head is on the roller. Let's put the elbows on the floor. You can bring both of your knees up over your chest. Now again, try to resist the temptation to look over at the camera or the screen because that will upset your balance. And you are relying on your elbows on the floor. Let's begin with single leg stretch. As the name would imply, single leg stretching away. We're going to do a number of exercises here, so get confident and get relatively comfortable doing exercises with your legs in the air and elbows on the floor. I'm also going to suggest that you leave your head down and don't try to make it any more challenging. But if you're looking for a challenge, it is heads up. You should still keep your elbows pretty darn close to the floor, if not on the floor. Yeah? All right. So I'm bringing my head down in the down position and both knees to chest. Double leg stretch. You do the math. Double. Two legs stretching away. Here's another exercise in which, if you've never done this before, you may want to just leave your head down. But those of you who are looking for a challenge, then you're going to want to lift your head. Don't fall. My chin is pretty close to my chest. Just don't fall. And reach out long. Now we're doing 2 more here. 2 more. Get ready. Hold your legs out there. Hold. Flex the ankles into Charlie Chaplin and cross one foot essentially over the other arch. Then continue with your feet pointed. Lift up a little bit higher, and my elbows are floating off the floor. My elbows are floating off the floor. Yes, I can. Here's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Leave your feet down flat on the floor. I had to catch my breath. And then leave your feet down flat on the floor. My arms are reaching up toward the ceiling. Now, while my feet are on the floor, I use my feet for stability, but I can still make this exercise challenging by bringing my feet in a little narrower. So the wider your feet, the safer you are. That's right. The narrower your feet are placed, the, oh my God, riskier the exercise becomes. Open your arms wide to the sides. It's likely you'll hit the floor once. Return to arms up vertically, palms towards palms. Inhale, open arms and don't touch the floor. And then lift your arms straight up. This is all rudimentary. This is all introductory. You're supposed to be feeling your shoulder blades in the foam roller. Shoulder blades, both of them, on or into the foam roller. The medial border of the scapula. All right, you can keep your arms up and lift one leg, and we'll call it knee lift. The knee remains bent. Soften the landing and knee lift as you alternate legs. There should be a heightened awareness. There's got to be another way to say that. You should be damn sure that your abdominals are on. The seatbelt abs are your TA, which is transverse abdominis. Your transverse abdominis goes transverse, as in sideways, over your hip bone and hip bone. The sideways traveling transverse abdominis is like a seat belt, low and tight across your hips. Now this exercise is still rudimentary because legs are moving but the arms are not. How do we make this more difficult? So as I put my foot down, I'm putting my foot down, my arms are open. Get yourself steady, Vivian, and when I'm ready, both arms and one leg up and then down. Soften your landing. Other leg. Use the exhale. I'm demonstrating the exercise in slow motion, and there's research to show that slow motion has its benefits. In some exercises, the faster motion also has benefits, and they both can fall in the category of coordination. The slower you go, the more you can really analytically lift one leg and both my arms and don't fall down. But if you're moving faster, you have to say those words a whole lot faster. Lift both arms and lift your legs and don't fall down. So if you're going a little bit faster, don't get sloppy and stay calm on your landing. The foot lands softly. Everybody, whether you are slow or fast, close your eyes. Keeping your eyes closed for some people will raise your awareness, raising your self-awareness. You're so aware of how your foot is landing on the mat. You're so aware of the smooth, symmetrical movement of the arms. Sometimes it's so disturbing that you can't think of anything else but, oh my God, I think I'm falling. And you're constantly trying to catch yourself. Anyway, here's my last one. And rest. Phew, that was a lot of work. The last exercise is double straight legs. Now this is meant to be challenging. Begin with your knees over your chest and you should know intimately what is your low back doing now. When your knees are coming back now, the low back is embedding into the roller. Your waistband is embedding into the roller. Start there. Embedded. Your back is flat on the roller and begin to straighten the legs. Slow motion, so you're always aware. When the legs are going downward, your low back or the waistband might peel up from the roller a tiny bit. A tiny bit. That should be about the end of your range of motion. My legs are returning up. In slow motion, double straight legs, slowly descending. I am aware of my low back, and then slowly ascending. Now I'm doing this with one elbow on the floor, so trust me, I am fighting to keep my balance, but I am using my elbows on the floor. Feel your low abdominal seat belt. What are they called? TA, transverse abdominis. As my legs are lifting in slow motion, my legs are closed like a good gymnast or a diver in midair, diving into the swimming pool, and the judges are grading the quality of straight legs closed. Oh, my abs. Oof. We'll just do two more. Focus. I'll be quiet. Inhale down. Exhale lift. Minimize the elbows. I have like floating elbows right now. Floating elbows. Floating, 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 floating elbows. And up. Ooh, 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 don't fall. All right. Feet flat on the floor. We're falling. Come down off the roller. Immediately put your head down. Your head and your neck need to be on a confident and concrete surface. Turn your head from side to side. Whew. We've got one more exercise to do here while we're on our back, so slide that foam roller underneath your feet. Bridging is next. Once you've placed your feet on the roller, push-pull a few times. Bridging is next. You want to begin with your feet relatively close to you, as opposed to having your feet too far away that you can't even control. Get ready. Inhale. Pull your abs in, tilt your tail up, and press your feet onto the roller. When you arrive at the top, you are acutely aware of how much work this takes in your hamstrings and buttocks. Relax your face. Inhale. Pull your abdominals in, closing your ribs, landing softly. Repeat. Inhale. Scoop through the abdominals, peeling up. Each vertebrae lifting one vertebrae at a time, like climbing up the stairs one step at a time. Inhale and come down softly. One vertebrae, one vertebrae, one vertebrae, one vertebrae at a time. The next exercise comes directly off of the Pilates Reformer repertoire, and I'm just going to bridge and march. Come with me, bridging, bridging. Leave your arms down and simply lift one leg and keep your knee bent. Marching. Put it down and then second leg. Try not to rush because you get sloppy. Foot down, turn that butt cheek on, whoa, and here's leg number one in the air. Down, turn the butt cheek on, leg number two is in the air. We'll do this once more, concentrate, feel it, glutes, glutes, hamstrings, hamstrings, glutes, hamstrings, oh my God. And then, here's the final leg number 6. Once your feet are on the roller, squeeze both sides of the buttocks, inhale, and melt. One vertebrae at a time. If you need a quick reprieve, hug the knees back to the chest. But we ain't done. So once your feet have returned to the roller, again make sure that it's not too far away. We'll use both legs to push-pull, and the accent is on the pull. Here's inhale. As you exhale, arrive at the top of your bridge. Bridging, using your legs. Push-pull, push-pull. You can also excitedly activate your buttocks. There's a bit of a pelvic thrust, as the hips lift on the pull, on the active contraction of your hamstrings. Don't stop breathing and don't flare your ribs. Oh. Here is 2 more. Hold yourself up at the top, clench the buttocks, close the ribs, melt. Don't forget to exhale. Oh my gosh, I could go on and on. Bring the roller underneath your hips, which means you'll need to get your hips up in a diaper change position. Plant that foam roller right behind your pelvis. Yes, I said it's diaper change position. Straighten one leg. Ugh, get the kink and the cracks. Oh, crackling. Oh, ankles. And then second leg. Oh, no crackles on this side. All right. Ooh, ah, ooh. Ooh, ah, ooh. Both legs are nice and straight. Oh, flexed ankles, point your feet. Flex ankles, oh, point your feet. Now, I'm going to flex my ankles and bend both knees opened to the sides. Frog legs, if you will. Straighten the legs. Some of you are going to get security, right? You're going to feel safe holding on to the roller. Some of us, the roller doesn't roll so easily because my roller is a little bit old. It doesn't roll very easily anyway. So I could assist in my leg stretch. Holding on to my ankles, I'll pull my feet downward toward me, and then using my elbows, pushing my thighs away, opening the hips. Do what you need to do. Some people will do a lot of pulling. Some people do a lot of elbowing. Some people can barely stay in this position without becoming too tense. Relax. Oof. And then straighten both legs. Keeping your legs straight, we'll sneak in one more exercise called the scissors. I'm going to begin the scissors with my feet pointed. We'll switch one time now. This is a whole new leg. A whole new leg. And here we go. Switch, catch, pull. Switch, catch, pull. Holy mackerel. Now keep moving. You're getting stretches in 2 places. Not just here, but also here. So get it in both spaces. My ankles are flexed now. My ankle just popped again. Here we go. Flex ankle. Kind of looks like you're running on the ceiling, just running away. So pull and pull. All right, let's finish up 3 more. Just 2 more. And last one. Hug the knees into your chest, ball yourself up, be mindful of your roller, push it out of the way, and literally get it out of the way. Hands behind your thighs, and a little rocking and rolling. Leave your head forward, chin towards your chest. Inhale back, exhale forward. Inhale back, exhale forward, and 1 more. When you arrive, test your balance, fasten your abdominal seatbelt, and straighten both legs. Keep your feet pointed. Sit a little taller. Arms up, arms wide, arms front, and lower your legs down. Now, we've already done our seated exercises, and today I want to finish up right here. Sit up tall with your arms down and shoulders heavy. Tilt your head to one side.
while there's a whole lot of great exercises we could have done for our neck on the roller, I want to do these seated. Here's one more, tilting my head. Now the more important exercise begins with this. You can probably see I'm doing what I call the Michael Jackson. So you're taking your head from side to side, or doing the best you can. Then the motion goes forward and back, forward and back. It's such a subtle movement that you end up spending a lot of time going forward and not getting enough pull back. Concentrate on the pull back, right? It's like you want the back of your head to hit the wall behind you. Whoa, right? Like someone's coming at you. Smell this. Whoa, your head comes back, right? So retracting the head back. And this will be great for strengthening your neck muscles, especially if you spend a lot of time doing this, or even this. So sit up straight, get your neck straight, shoulders down, and pull your head back. There you go. Okay, so thank you very much for the pleasure of your time. This will conclude your foam roller-rama. We're about 2 minutes over time. Ugh, I can never stop talking. This is Thursday, and Viv signing off. I'll see you next Monday. Who's that? Oh my goodness, look at all these friends. Thanks for coming. Leave me comments, and also I'll be uploading this onto YouTube. And if you haven't been onto my YouTube channel, shame on you. It's called Fit with Viv. Fit with Viv. Hey, Reggie. It's called Fit with Viv, and all of my videos, whether it's foam roller or dance or Pilates mat or me just being silly, they're all on YouTube. I'll see you there. Thanks again. Bye.